Hi everyone, my name is KitaSean, and I'm going to show you guys how much I spent on my FGO account.
帰宅部。
So what's up guys, my name is KitaSean, and we're going to go ahead and talk about my FGOJP account. As the title of this video states, I have spent more than $9,000 on this account. Oh god. So much money. To be more specific, I have spent $9,187.69 on this account, and this year alone, 2019 alone, I have spent $2,801.05, so $2,801.05. Yeah, that's a lot of money. It could have hit 3K if we had a part 2 gacha for Atlantis, but we don't, which I'm actually pretty happy about. Or we do, but you know what I mean. No Odysseus, no no Canis, etc. But yeah, I spent a lot of money on this game. Of course, this is nothing compared to the real total of how much I spent in mobile games, which I actually have not been spending a lot of money on mobile games recently, or other than FGO, like Italy and Monster Strike. I haven't really spent any money on those for the longest time, actually. Crossing Void, I have been spending every now and then, but not too much. But yeah, FGO is definitely the one mobile game that I have spent a lot of money on. But yeah, it's a lot of money. I was really debating if I wanted to talk about this, but I thought it'd be an interesting video, and yeah, this is nothing compared to all those other players that MP5 their servants. Like, I can never understand that. They probably have spent, more, like probably 3 times as more than I have, maybe even more. I don't know, but those guys trying to get MP5 servants, you guys are on a whole different level. I'm okay with just MP1, man. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and again show you guys all my servants. We'll show some CEs as well, because I'm pretty sure you guys are wondering how many kaleidoscopes do you have. So yeah, we'll show some CEs, but mainly we'll show the servants, and we're gonna go ahead and start off with the Saber class. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and show you guys MP levels, servants I have, and a lot more. So once again, we're going to go ahead and start with the Saber class, and the first servant that we're going to be talking about is Arutoria Pendragon, or Arturia Pendragon, or Altria Pendragon, however you want to pronounce it. Go ahead and pronounce it that way. I know I have been getting a lot of smack in the comments for me pronouncing these names in Japanese. This is actually the correct way to pronounce them in Japanese, calling me weeaboo and stuff like that. Sure, go ahead. I like anime, yay. But when reading the story and when watching anime, that inputs into my head, like pronouncing their names in Japanese, that's just inputs in my head. Like, for example, Valkyrie, Warukyure. It just happens, like I'm reading the manga or I'm reading a novel and the name is pronounced Warukyure in Japanese, and I understand that it's Valkyrie in English, but it just implements it into my head as that version. So I'm gonna make a video talking about how to pronounce servant names in Japanese, so look forward to that. Probably I'll start that next year, so look forward to that. But anyways, let's go ahead and talk about the servants here. So the first servant again is Arutoria Pendragon. I have her at MP5. She was my first SSR. I believe I rolled her during the Gilgamesh gacha, and I was really happy that I finally got a 5-star, because the rates when FGO first started in JP was pretty bad. I mean, quartz to roll single was 4 quartz, 10 shot was 40. Yeah, those were the dark days of FGO. But I was able to get her at MP5, and I do have a MP6 Arutoria as well. I mean, the 6 copy is actually in my storage, but you guys get the idea. So yeah, Arutoria Pendragon, I still use her. She's one of my favorite servants to use. She is the face of the franchise, and you can't go wrong with Arutoria, definitely. I do believe she needs a couple more buffs. Maybe she'll get it during, Camelot, who knows, we'll see. But yeah, Arutoria Pendragon, I have her at MP5, and I do have an additional copy, so technically MP6. Next we have Hokusai. Hokusai doesn't really count as a whaling servant, or this one at least. Saber Hokusai from the swimsuit event recently that came into JP. She's welfare, so yeah, it's a really great servant. I love her design, I love her character in general, and definitely must pick up if you didn't get her this year. So if you didn't get her this year, get her next year. And the NA version, you gotta wait 2 more years. The Brave, also another welfare, so it doesn't really count. That's an automatic MP5. Gawain, I believe I got Gawain in my during the second free 4-star. I was debating between him and Lancelot. I decided to go with Gawain because I had a more of a connection with Gawain because of Fate Extra and Fate Extella. So yeah, I thought Gawain was just cooler and I really wanted him, and yeah. But I did eventually get my Lancelot MP2 here. I got him this year for the first time ever, which is, again, surprising, right? Yeah, I got my first Lancelot this year. That's why he's not leveled up or anything like that. But I finally completed the round table, really happy. And again, I'm really looking forward to Camelot, the LB chapter. So other than that, Mordred is at MP4. Hoping to get her at MP5 randomly because she has been coming to me RNG style. Yeah, I'm hoping to get that MP5 soon. Next we have, this is friend point gacha, so it doesn't really count as a well gacha, but Jason is a really cool servant. His animations are really awesome because he uses Atlanta, Hercules, and Medea Lily, and a lot of players hated him because of his role in the last chapters, but LB5 Atlantis, he's an awesome character, definitely one of my favorite characters now in FGO. Other than that, Bedivere, I only have him at MP3. I'm hoping for his rate up to come back during a Camelot movie pickup gacha because we know that Camelot movie is coming out next year. He is story locked, so that's why I don't have him at MP5, but really hoping to see him get a rate up soon. I mean, obviously during the movie, I'm pretty sure we'll get a gacha rate up, or maybe even during the chapter for LB6. So yeah. Other than that, Saber Alter is MP5. Siegfried is MP5. One of my favorite servants to use, or one of my favorite sabers to use. Plus, he's Ikemen looking. A lot of people make fun of him because Sumanai, but I think this guy is really cool. And for those wondering, how do I get this art? You get it during the summer event that recently happened in JP, so you guys gotta wait another year. For those who didn't get him or didn't get this version this year, you gotta wait until next year. Other than that, Dion, I recently finished her at MP5. Liang Ling, I haven't really touched him because I just didn't really care too much about him. He's basically a better Dion. I think Dion is, I think Dion is better actually. Dion is definitely better. He's like he's kind of like Dion basically. So if you have Dion, you don't really need to use Liang Ling. If you don't have Dion, you can use Liang Ling kind of thing. Other than that, Lakshmi by the MP2. What's his name? Yagyu. I haven't really leveled up my Yagyu, even though I have so much praise for him. My friend, who I have as a friend in FGO, has him at level 100, 2000 foes, skills level 10. He has all these command codes on him. I'm like, there's no reason for me to level up my Yagyu when I can just use a friend Yagyu. So yeah, that's why I haven't really leveled him up. And again, Lancelot I recently got, so I haven't really touched him. Astolfo, I was planning to level up Astolfo, but I was like pretty sure that I wasn't going to use Astolfo as much. I didn't really care about rolling into him. I wanted the CEs for Christmas. But yeah, Astolfo is actually not that bad of a saber, honestly. So Astolfo fans, look forward to 5-star saber Astolfo. The meme is dead, by the way. Other than that, Sigurd is one of my favorite sabers to use. Really awesome looking. One of my favorite voice actors, Tsuda Kenjiro, for those who don't know. Seto Kaiba from Yu-Gi-Oh! Awesome character. Kaiba is actually one of my favorite characters in anime history. So yeah, I really wanted him. So Sigurd is Ikemen. I'm pretty sure a lot of the female fans love him, and his animations are just awesome. So definitely a must roll in my opinion. Arthur is at MP1. I mean, needs a buff for sure. Musashi, I didn't really care about Musashi when she first came out in JP, but then Epic Remnant came out. I'm like, all right, I need to really roll for Musashi. She's awesome. She's amazing. She is just beautiful. Like, I mean, her design in general is just awesome. Gameplay wise, she's fun. I really do like her, but I do agree with most people that she is kind of lackluster at some points, but once you get the right setup, she's just a monster. But Musashi, definitely one of my favorite servants to use, and one of my favorite servants in general. Next we have Narrow Bride. Narrow Bride, I've been hunting for her for the longest time. She hasn't really come to me ever since her first 2 raid ups, and finally on her 3rd or 4th raid up, I can't remember exactly when I got her, but I finally got her. I believe I got her this year. So I haven't really leveled her up all the way to 90, and the reason why is because I just use her for an arts party team, like to farm. Like, so there's no reason for me to level her up all the way to 90. I just level up her skills to 10 and use her in arts party. Whoever is my farmer during that party, you know, I mean, I'm okay. Like, so Narrow Bride doesn't really do any attacking for me. She just, you know, she's there to buff up my farmer basically. Next we have Okuta Soji. I do agree Okuta Soji does need that buff, and I love Okuta Soji. I think she's a great servant. Not my all-time favorite, obviously, because you guys know who that is, but Okuta Soji for sure definitely needs a buff, but I still think she is a really strong saber, and I still use her to this day, and the reason why I use her is because I want her at bond 10 already. She's at 9, so I definitely need to get that bond 10. Other than that, Altera, I don't really use Altera as much, but yeah, I mean, I do use her occasionally, but I don't really use her too much. She's at MP1. She's also another servant that I recently got. I believe I got her last year though. Diramud, I haven't really touched Diramud. I just didn't see a reason why, but he's there. I got him RNG, I think. I don't believe I got him during the Fate Zero rerun. Gotcha. So yeah. Mabe, currently leveling her up right now. She's actually a pretty fun servant to use. I was surprised. I didn't really care too much about Mabe in general because I don't really like her character. But Saber Mabe is actually pretty fun to use. Not gonna lie. Other than that, Frankenstein, one of the best sabers in the game for 4-star. I wanted her at MP2. I really do. So once she gets another rate up, I'll try and roll for her to get an MP2 Frankenstein. Other than that, Llama, I don't think I used Llama at all. Like, I think the last time I used Llama when I first got him and leveled him up. Yeah. I haven't touched Llama in so long. Other than that, Nero, I don't use this Nero anymore. I just don't use Saber Nero as much. I mean, I just use my 5-star sabers. I use Nero Caster, I guess, but Nero, I don't really use her too much, and she's only at MP1. Surprisingly, I thought I would get at least MP2 or 3 Nero, but no, I don't. MP1 Nero. Let's go to the Archer class now. So Nightingale, obviously welfare, so it doesn't count. Attila the Santa doesn't count, welfare as well. Tomoe Gozen at MP5. I'm pretty happy about this. I recently got my MP5 Tomoe Gozen this year, so yeah, I'm really happy. One of my favorite designed servants in the game, and she also had a really cool role in Epic Remnant Chapter 3. So I think Tomoe Gozen is an awesome servant. Definitely not the best when it comes to 4-star archers, but she's definitely one of my favorite servants to use in the game. Kudo, obviously, welfare, so it doesn't count again. There's a lot of welfare archers, by the way. Nobunaga, again, welfare archer, so it doesn't count. Who do we have? We have Atlanta. I'm actually really happy that Atlanta is at MP5 because, well, you know, Scotty system, great for farming, and yeah, I've been using her a lot recently ever since I got her at MP5. Other than that, we have Emiya. I don't really use Emiya anymore. I haven't touched him for the longest time. I think ever since Scotty came out, like, I haven't really used Emiya for farming, so yeah. William Tell, I haven't really used much, honestly. I definitely want to try him out more, but I think William Tell is an awesome character. Other than that, something more. Oh yeah, MP3 Jannu. I got MP2 during the summer gacha when she first came out. I was lucky enough to get 2 copies and 1 10 roll, and then during the, I think it was during the anniversary guaranteed gacha, I was trying to roll for Ishtar for the guaranteed banner, and I got her instead. Or wait, did I? No. I think I got Gil and her during the rate up, if I'm not mistaken. I think during the guaranteed I got her and Gil. I might be super wrong. I don't remember, but I have her at MP3. I think all swimsuit servants should be at MP2. That's when they're, you know, they're strong. She's able to, you know, loop her MP with the right art setup. So I think Jannu, I said this before in my other video, but Jannu swimsuit here is very underrated. So I think she's great, and definitely a must pick up if you want a arts farming team. Other than that, Sakabe Hime is really fun. She's a great quick servant swimsuit, AoE as well. Her MP is really fun to watch. It's cute, and to see a neat in swimsuit, that's rare to see. So yeah, Sakabe Hime, one of my favorite servants to use. Now I gotta level her up to 80. But Odeon, oh my god. I need to finish up my Odeon. I'm gonna farm for EXPs after this, but Odeon is just freaking godlike. His Buster cards are basically MPs. He has like 3 MPs in one deck, and I've been using a friend's Odeon, and dude, this guy is just a crit buster monster. Pair him up with Merlin and even BB to lock up the 3 buster cards, and dude, you're gonna do so much damage with him. But Odeon, definitely one of the better servants to come out this year, and you can guarantee that he will be high up on my list for the best servants of 2019. Next we have Napoleon. I think Napoleon is great, one of the more underrated servants. He recently got a buff and puts him up there high up on the tier list in my opinion when it comes to archers, maybe even AoE in general. But Napoleon is definitely one of my favorite servants. And I can't wait to see a rider version of Napoleon, because it said that he will be shorter if he is summoned as a rider. So can't wait to see that. Other than that, for archers, I guess, yeah, Fujino, limited 4-star. We're expecting a Kara no Kyokai gacha to come back in FGO. Not exactly sure when, but I know for sure she recently came back during Arcade, if I'm not mistaken. I think right now Arcade is having a rate up for her as well as Shiki Saber. But yeah, Gilgamesh is at MP2. I think he is the one servant I spent way too much money on. I think $500-600 probably. I have an 8-part video of him. If you guys want to see that, you could just look at my archives. But Gilgamesh is definitely the most expensive servant I have spent money on in this game, and honestly, I want that money back. MP2, I got him during Guaranteed Gotcha, I believe. So yeah, all the money I spent on Gilgamesh, give it back to me. Other than that, Arjuna, the MP2, I recently got Moriarty, which I'm really happy about. I gotta level him up. And I mean, Alter, I picked him during the free 4-star, so that we recently got in JP. Next we have Lancers. Oops, accidentally changed the filters, sorry. Next we have Lancers, a bunch of welfares in here as well. I'm really happy that I have Arteria Pendagon Alter at MP5, one of my favorite Lancers to use. This was a mistake here, Medusa Lily. This happened because I was rolling for Erishkagil, and she spooked me all the time, and I'm pretty sure during this Christmas for NA, you guys have been spooked by Medusa all the time as well. So that's how MP5 became a thing. But I hated her for that for the longest time, but ever since FGO Babylonia the anime, I was like, alright, Medusa Lily, I forgive you for everything. You're really cute in the anime. Other than that, all my 3-star Lancers are all, MP5, as well as my welfares. Erishkagil, I was lucky enough to get MP2 Erishkagil during her first raid up, so I don't roll for her anymore. I think MP2 is just fine. Bradamante, same thing. I was able to get, oh, actually no, I got 1 copy during Christmas, I think, and then she randomly came to me during a gacha. I can't remember what gacha, but a lot of people hate her because of her design and her voice. I actually really like both, even though, yeah, Twin Tail Designs is, pretty normal, but I like both her voice and her design a lot, and her MP. Yeah. Valkyrie, or Warikyure in Japanese. It's pronounced Warikyure in Japanese, by the way, guys. Trust me, I know I can read Japanese. But Warikyure or Valkyrie, one of my favorite servants to use as well for farming. But honestly, I've been using Parvati a lot more because I just want to get her at MP10 already. But if you don't have Parvati, you can use Valkyrie. If you don't have Valkyrie, you can use Parvati, kind of thing. They both work with the Scotty system. Other than that, Skasaha MP2. I believe I also got MP2 Skasaha during a guaranteed gacha, if I'm not mistaken. I did spend, I think, quite amount of money on Skasaha as well when she first came out. I don't really have any videos on that because I rolled her during the time I was in Japan, so yeah. Other than that, Leviathan, I need to level her up all the way. She's a really great farmer as well. Alter Ego, Lambda, or Meltalith Lanther, however you want to, call her. But she's actually pretty fun to use as well. One of my favorite farming servants in the game. Other than that, Tamamo the MP1. I don't really use Tamamo as much anymore, unfortunately. I definitely want to get her at MP2 though, that's for sure. Arturia Pendragon is a servant that I want to get at MP2 as well. I'm hoping that she gets a rate up during the Camelot movie when that comes out. So MP2, I'm looking forward to that. Karna, I do want him at MP2 as well. Like, I don't really care too much about Karna too much, but MP2 Karna is something that I really want for some reason. I just don't know why. Maybe it's because of Lost Belt Chapter 4 or this design here. I don't know. But this you'll get when Lost Belt Chapter 4 comes out, NA players. But I don't know. Maybe it's the artwork here. This is just amazing art right here. Like, I love this art, and maybe that's the reason why I want him at MP2. I don't know. Other than that, I kind of want to get Ibaraki Doji swimsuit at MP2. I don't really need to, but I just want it because I mean she's cute. Raiko, I want her at MP2. I've been using Raiko swimsuit a lot, and I still do, honestly. And I kind of want her at MP2. I just feel like MP1 is just not enough, honestly. Look at that. Other than that, that's basically about it for Lancers. I mean, you have Keel Lancer, but I don't play with her at all anymore. Nadeha, I don't really use too much, but I have her at MP4 though. She's cute. But yeah, Fiona's at MP3, by the way. I haven't really leveled them up yet. Next we have Riders. A lot of welfare riders, so those are out of the picture. As you can see, we have the first 4 welfares. This guy I need to level up. He is best new doggo, my friend Mandori Karudo, Mandri Cardo. I don't know how to pronounce it in English. I know he's not well known in history, but in FGO he will be known now. But yeah, Mandri Karudo is an awesome servant. He's really awesome, and LB Atlantis, you're gonna really like him when he comes out in NA. Definitely I will level him up. I've seen a lot of people actually level 100 him already. Other than that, Alexander is actually a servant that I've been using a lot recently. He's really fun now for some reason. I think it's because of his buff. His animation quality has changed, so yeah, I think Alexander is really cool. Ushi, I've been using Ushi a lot as well because of farming reasons. Then we have Boudica. I didn't really care too much about, but then she came out in arcade and I fell in love with her. Boudica, one of my favorite female servants. Medusa, I've always loved Medusa. Love her design. Kind of wish she was a 5-star servant, not a 3-star. I really do wish that. Hoping for an MP5 Medusa sooner or later. And then we have, I'm hoping for swimsuit Medusa MP5. That's what I want. Other than that, Marie Antoinette, you guys know she's my wife Fu in FGO. She's only at MP4, unfortunately. I just don't, I'm the person that doesn't rule for 4 stars or 3 stars, like unless I really want them, unless they're like limited, like swimsuits and stuff like that. But I'm hoping that she's gonna randomly come to me, and I will finally have that MP5 Marie Antoinette. And I recently have been working on her bond as well. Arturia Pendragon Alter Rider. I don't use her as much, even though I think she's really good. I just don't use her anymore. Achilles, I use him all the time. Really awesome. One of the best riders in the game, even for a permanent servant. Great for Scotty system. Great at the tank. Yeah, he's really great. MP3 Achilles, or MP2 Achilles, and I can't wait to get him at MP5. And I'm gonna hold off. I'm not gonna like roll during his grade up like right now. I'm just gonna wait until it randomly comes to me. Other than that, Mordred swimsuit, I kind of want her at MP5 as well, just because. Ozzy, I got him at MP2. Astolfo is great at MP2. I'm fine with that. We have Yurope, who I recently got on accident. If you follow my Twitter, then you know the reason. But I was trying to roll friend point. I accidentally rolled the gotcha, and she came out. So I was like, all right, cool. I kind of regret not getting Da Vinci Lily at MP2. I really want her at MP2, but she can still farm at MP1, which is nice. But I definitely want to try and get her at MP2. Linus, I haven't really leveled up because I just didn't really think there was a reason to, but I will level her up sooner or later. Iskandar, I want to MP5 him just because he's my favorite servant of all time, but I'm okay. It took me a while to get MP1. I'm good with MP1. Ivan the Terrible or Ivan Naite, I'm good at MP1. I don't really need to roll for more copies of him. If he randomly comes, sure, but he is limited, so that's the only problem. Drake, I want more Drake. I want more MP. I want at least MP2 Drake, so hoping to get that sooner or later. Other than that, yeah, it's basically about it for writers. Next we have Caster. Caster, a lot of welfare, a lot of casters in the game in general. I'm glad that I have MP5 Marie Antoinette, so I'm really happy about that. Nidocris, I'm actually pretty happy. I have her at MP5 as well. She's really great for farming. Helena recently, Nursery Rhyme I got recently MP5, Media Lily recently MP5, all my 3 stars for sure. A great servant, level him up, guys. He's a great art servant, especially when he gets his buff. Hans is going to be really good. This guy, get him at MP5 when he comes out in NA, guys. Like he's friend point gotcha, really good for farming, sacrifice, really great. Definitely a must pick up servant. Sanzen Hoshi, she's been coming out randomly for me. She's RNG big time, so I was really surprised when I got her at MP1. But MP2 and 3 randomly got her as well, so hoping to get her at MP5 soon. And Anastacia, she's been recently coming out randomly for me as well, MP3. Really happy actually about that. Gilcaster, I want to get him at MP5. I really do. He's almost there. Just give it to me already, FGO. Elmaloid or Waiver, I got him this year, and I was super happy. I finally got my first waiver, and then randomly, I think a week or two later, when another gacha came out, I got MP2. Really happy. So yeah, I'm really happy I finally got a waiver. Don't have to worry about him anymore. Shahalazard MP2 I think is just fine. I also think she is very underrated. I mean, when she first came out, she was horrible, don't get me wrong, and then she got her buffs, and then she got better, and I think now she is underrated now. Tamamo MP2, great for arts farming. And then Murasaki Shikibu, I think MP2 might be better. I don't have her MP2 because I was okay with this MP1. I didn't really care too much about her, but I have her. I'm happy. Scotty, you don't need multiple copies of Scotty. There's no way that you need MP5 Scotty. MP1 Scotty is just fine, guys. Like, there is no reason to roll for MP5 Scotty. There really is no reason. But people do because they like Scotty. So, and then Neurocaster, I want her at MP2. Again, I'm going to say this all the time. Swimsuit servants, I think MP2 is the best. Neurocaster is one of those servants that I want at MP2. Always use her. Great for farming. Merlin, again, like Scotty, I think MP1 Merlin is just fine. Even though if you want, more of that healing and stuff like that, yeah, sure, level him up. But I think MP1 Merlin is just fine. Works for me. It should work for everyone. Other than that, yeah, it's basically about it. I haven't leveled up Mew yet. She's like a mini Merlin, basically. I just wanted one copy of her. Next we have Assassins. Assassins, I don't really have too. I mean, I have most of them, but I finally got my Jack this year. But Ushi is my favorite assassin to use. She's really fun. I mean, obviously the anime made me like her a lot more as well. But Ushi Swimsuit Assassin is one of the fun servants to use, and I love her animations. Other than that, Okada Yuzo, definitely a must pick up. I MP5'd him because I thought he was just too good not to. I am planning to grill him. I really am. I just don't really have the time to do it right now, but I will grill MP5 Okada Yuzo. Okta J Soji, she finally came to me for the longest time. You guys saw the video, but I will level her up. But yeah, it took me a while to get her. It took me a couple whales to get her. Other than that, Jack the Ripper, I got her recently. I got her this year. Leveling her up slowly because I just don't really... I don't think I'm going to use her as much, honestly, but I know she's one of the better assassins in the game, so leveling her up. Shuten Doji, same thing. I got her this year. Really happy, finally. I'm a big Yuki Aoi fan, so this was a really exciting moment when I got her. Need to level her up. And then Semiramis is actually the one servant I use a lot. I think she's a great servant, definitely a must pick up. And I mean, just look at her art. I love her artwork. So yeah, Kama, you can argue that she might be the best single target assassin in the game. At first, I didn't really care too much about her because I mean, you know, lowly version Kama, I didn't care too much about it. But then once I found out you level her up, you ascend her, boom. So yeah, Kama, one of my favorite servants to use in the game today. Other than that, King Hassan, I haven't been using King Hassan at all. I do think he needs a buff. He is getting power creeped, and he's just a badass servant. I mean, look at his art. But yeah, King Hassan definitely needs a buff for sure. Other than that, I've been actually using her a lot, Kato. Even though she's not at level 80, I've been using her at level 70. And she's fun to use. I've been really starting. I've been starting to like her a lot recently because you know, I keep playing with her. Other than that, Osakabe Hime MP2. I mean, I don't really think you need MP2, but it's still nice to have. And she's permanent, so she will come RNG for me. I just need one more copy of Emiya Assassin, one more copy of Gubijin, and then yeah. About it for assassins, actually. Oh, Nido Chris Assassin, I'm actually pretty happy that I have her at MP2. Again, I think MP2 for swimsuits all the time. Let's go to Berserker. I'm trying to speed this up because I know this video is going like 30 minutes long. We have you know, this is a welfare servant, so it doesn't really matter, but one of my favorite welfare servants in the game. Ibaraki Doji, I have at MP5. I think she's really strong. Chacha, I mean, she's welfare, so it doesn't really matter. Peninsula, she's at MP5. Lancelot, I think MP5 Lancelot is definitely a must, especially for the Scotty system. Very efficient, probably the most efficient farming team in the game. Then we have MP4 Atlanta Alter. I haven't really used her as much. Frankenstein, I don't think I've ever used Frankenstein. Other than that, Musashi, I think I need her at MP2 for sure. Like, I think one of the things that really, things that made me not want to roll for MP2 Musashi was because of her skills. I wasn't really a big fan of her skill set, but she is a pretty decent farming servant, so probably we'll try and get MP2 next year when her rate up comes back. Vlada that MP2, Nightingale MP1, Raiko that MP1. I'm happy with just one Raiko. So yeah, Kintoki MP1. I feel like Kintoki is one of those servants that needs to be permanent already. You know, he's been in the game for so long, might as well just make him permanent, right? Yeah, but Kintoki is MP1. Hercules is surprising at MP1. I thought I would at least have MP3 Hercules by now, but MP1 Hercules, man. Arjuna, also big one. I need to finish him, but probably the most broken character this year for FGO. So yeah, he's definitely a must pick up. Next we have our extra class. Not a lot. Not a lot of MP5s in my extra class, because I don't, really roll for extra class a lot, or more like a lot of them are limited. So it's like, yeah. The one servant I do want to level up more is gonna be Dantes. I think MP2, he needs it for sure for the Scotty system. So I've been using him for farming because I think he's a really cool servant, but I think MP2 is a must for him for Scotty. BB, again, I don't think she's gonna be very great for offensive. I mean, she's decent for farming, but the reason why you're using her is because of her third skill to lock your command cards. But I think BB Summer is a must-have. I need to level her up because I think Space Ishtar is pretty strong. She's really awesome as well because she can change her MP type, which is crazy. She can change it to Quick, Buster, and Arts. Originally it's Arts, but I was lucky enough to get MP2 Space Ishtar because I was trying to roll for Calamity Jane, who's an archer, which I got. But yeah, I was able to get MP2 Space Ishtar. Martha, MP2. Jannu, I have at MP2. Yeah, MP2 Jannu. Other than that, Bunny, I have her at MP1. I'm okay with MP1 Bunny. I don't think I'm going to use her as much. Kiara, MP1. Oktasoji Alter, MP1. They need to increase her MP. Like, once they buff her MP damage, then I'll gladly go for an MP2, but for now I'm okay. King Protea I think is really great as well. Definitely one of the servants I've been using a lot recently. And Jay Alter, I've been using, you know, every now and then. Like, she's like the go-to Avenger, if anything, I think. So yeah, Jay Alter definitely a must have. Oda, as much as I really love Oda Nobunaga, Avenger Oda Nobunaga, her skill set, her MP are so lackluster. They need to fix that. Like, they need to do something to make her better. But that's actually the reason why I have not leveled her up. So yeah. Other than that, Sherlock Holmes, one of my favorite servants to use. I haven't really used him recently, but I'm gonna definitely use him during those challenge quests and all that. And then Ganesha, I haven't really leveled up at all. I just have, you know, I didn't think there was a reason to level her up. I mean, she's a tank basically, so yeah, I have enough tanks. Abigail Williams, I don't really use Abigail Williams as much. That's why I have her at 80 still. The only reason why I have Abigail Williams is so that she can sing me happy birthday. That is it. Other than that, yeah, it's basically about it for the servants. I only have one MP5, and yeah, I mean, only one MP5, and that's 9k, guys. That's a 9k account with only one MP5 servant. That's pretty crazy for SSR, by the way. So yeah. I mean, looking at my CEs, I mean, I have, you know, kaleidoscopes and all that. So I have a bunch of kaleidoscopes. I have like, what, that's a max copy right there. Then we have like a bunch of kaleidoscopes down here. 1 2 3 4 5. I have 5 extra kaleidoscopes, I think. I believe. No, I should have. Oh no, there it is. 5 plus 3. So yeah, I have a lot of kaleidoscopes. But that's basically about it. That is my account. Doesn't look too crazy, right? You would think it'd be crazy because of, you know, how much I spend in this game, but no, it's not. Like, just imagine how much all the other whales, you know, spend. Like, that's ridiculous. Again, I don't understand how they can MP5 their servants, but it's love for the game, it's love for the characters. I don't know, but yeah, that's basically about it, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Sorry for the long video. I didn't think it was going to take this long, but it did. But anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Laters.